Blessed day, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Today in the Hobbit kitchen, I'm going to make my homemade oatmeal cream pies, and I'm also going to be making oatmeal scotchies. To start the oatmeal cookies, I need 1.5 cups of flour and a teaspoon of baking soda in a small bowl. Now to that, I am going to add some allspice, ground cloves, and cinnamon. I know this seems like an odd addition for the oatmeal cookies and oatmeal cream pies, but trust me, these flavors are going to be incredible. Okay, now I'm going to mix this together and put it off to the side. To a separate bowl, I'm adding 1 3/4 sticks of margarine, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, and 1/2 cup of white sugar, and 2 tablespoons of molasses. Now, I should have mentioned the molasses yesterday. This is completely optional, just part of my own personal recipe, and I'm having a little trouble opening the jar. Finally got it open. So I'm just going to pour in about 2 tablespoons of molasses. Again, odd ingredient, but trust me, you won't regret it. Now I'm going to smooth all this together and then add 2 eggs. Now that that's all mixed up, I'm going to add in 2 eggs one at a time, and then 1 teaspoon to 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Now that that's all mixed in, time to add the vanilla and the flour mixture that I put aside earlier. Just going to combine all of this together. Now that that's all mixed up, I'm going to add 2.5 cups of old-fashioned oats. Now, when I did the ingredient list yesterday, I should have mentioned old-fashioned oats. You can get a 12-ounce container of the Walmart brand for about $2.66, and the molasses, you can get a jar of it for $3.94. Anyway, as I said, about 2.5 cups of oats. And then just fold them in. Now that the dough's all mixed up, it's time to put it on the cookie sheet and start baking. I'm going to bake half of them up just plain as is here so that they can be used, excuse me, so that they can be used for the oatmeal cream pies. And then I'll take the other half of the dough and I'm going to fold in butterscotch chips. First pan ready for the oven. 7 to 10 minutes depending on your oven at 350. Fresh from the Hobbit kitchen, first batch of delicious. Here's all the cookies for the oatmeal cream pies. I'm just going to let them cool and then I'll fill them. And here is the first batch of oatmeal scotchies, or oatmeal butterscotch chip cookies. These are one of my favorites this time of year. Time to fill these delicious oatmeal cream pies. Today I'm just going to use a standard can of vanilla frosting. So I've got a little bit of vanilla frosting here. Actually could use a tiny bit more. There we go. Just going to smooth that out in the center there. And then add the top. Yum. And there you have it. Delicious oatmeal cream pies from scratch. Very easy, and trust me, one bite of these wonderfully chewy, oatmeal cream pies, you'll never want a Little Debbie cake again.